kind of speech is this?
Persuasive speech.
Okay.
How many of you in here have a cell phone?
I do.
How many of you ever send a text while driving?
I have.
Whether we want to admit it or not, we've all done it. Imagine you were going down the road and your phone goes off and you go to respond to that text. You pick up your phone and next thing you know, you're in the hospital. Now let's ask yourself, was that text worth it? Was looking at that text worth almost killing yourself? It only takes 1 second of not looking at the road, and next thing you know, you ran right into the back of an 18-wheeler. Many people each day text and drive, and they do not know of the dangers of texting while driving. Whether they will admit it or not, it happens every day. I'm going to be persuading you and sharing with you statistics on why it's not good to text and drive. I'm going to go through some statistics and try to persuade you on stop texting and driving. On the website www.edgarsnyder.com shows many statistics regarding texting and driving. Did you know that nearly 390,000 injuries occur each year from accidents caused by texting and driving?
Wow.
According to the AAA Safe Driving polls, 94% of teen drivers admit that they know of the dangers of texting while driving, but 34% of that 94% admit of doing it anyway. I think that phone manufacturers should have a safety feature that would not allow them to open or respond to a text while driving. This would cut down texting and driving accidents substantially. Even if a teenager is at a stop sign or red light, he or she should not even attempt to pick up their phone. Even though the car is not moving, it is still a distraction and could cause anything to happen. It is a distraction and takes all your focus off driving. Most of the time, if a person is in an accident because of texting and driving, it's not even worth it. Each person, every time they get in a vehicle, should ask themselves, is texting this person while driving even worth it? I believe that if each driver would put their phones out of sight, then he or she would not be distracted or tempted to grab their phone. The average human spends about 3 hours a day on their cell phone. That is almost 13% of their day. More facts about texting and driving. According to textinganddrivingsafety.com, at least 23% of all auto collisions involve cell phones. And each year there are reported over 1 million crashes per year. The minimal amount of time your attention is taken off the road while texting and driving is 5 seconds. If you're traveling at 55 miles per hour, that is the equal length of a football field without looking at the road. Another statistic is that people that are texting and driving are 23 times more likely to crash. According to this website, 39 states plus DC prohibit all drivers from texting and driving. There are many crashes and accidents that occur each and every day. There are at least 11 states that prohibit, or 11 deaths a day that occur because of texting and driving. Imagine being the parent of a teenager that flipped their car because they looked down for 1 second at a text message. Imagine a teenager completely unresponsive just because they responded to a text that simply just said, hey. Just remember that no text is worth looking at while driving. Every person should ask themselves, is reading a text worth our lives? Or before anyone drives, they should text the person that they're texting and say, hey, I'm about to drive, so I'll text you when I get done driving. If people would just think about all the dangers they cause while texting and driving, this would not be an issue. So say no to texting and driving, because that one text is not worth your life. Focus on the road and not on your phone. If everyone does this, it will cut down accidents substantially and possibly save lives. Thank you.